Hello, second grade. Happy Friday. You've made it to the end of the week. You all have done such a great job this week. I'm so proud of you. Okay, second grade. So today we're going to read through our book about tornadoes one last time. But this time when we're reading, we're going to focus on making up headings for the section because many nonfiction books have headings to tell us what each section is about. So as we read, we're going to read and then decide what the heading of that section should be. Okay. Tornadoes. The word tornado comes from the Spanish word meaning tornada, meaning thunderstorm. It is raining hard, the winds are strong, the sky is dark. Suddenly, a twisting column of moist air reaches down from the cloud and touches the ground. It makes a loud, roaring sound. It is a tornado. Okay, second grade, I want you to think about what a title for this could be, a title or a heading could be for this section. I think it could be, what is a tornado? If you said something similar to that, great job. Okay, the next section we're going to focus on is going to be pages 4 through 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 7. Okay. Tornadoes begin inside storm clouds called cumulonimbus clouds. Clouds which are made up of warm, moist air. These large, dark clouds can grow to be tall and enormous. There is lightning, thunder, rain, hail, and high winds. When warm, humid air rises from the ground toward a dark cumulonimbus thunderhead, it creates an updraft that pulls more warm, humid air with it. When the air rises to where the temperature is cooler, condensation occurs, creating rain or hail. The cool air falls back toward the earth, creating a downdraft. If the updraft and downdraft come together to start to spin, a funnel-shaped cloud forms inside the thunderhead and sometimes tilts into a funnel that reaches down toward the ground. The funnel cloud spins faster and faster. It sucks up more and more warm air and becomes bigger and louder and more powerful. If it touches the ground, the tornado is born. Okay, so I want you to think about, what could we call this section? What did we mainly learn about on pages 4 to 7? Yes, this section is how tornadoes form. So you could call the section, what makes a tornado, or how tornadoes form. Great job. Okay, the next section we're going to be focusing are pages 8 all the way to 21, because all of these pages are about the same thing. In 1971, Theodore Fujita developed the Fujita tornado scale, rating tornadoes on a scale from F0 to F5. Since then, the scale has been enhanced, setting stricter standards for measuring damage. Starting February 1st, 2007, the enhanced Fujita tornado scale has been used to classify tornadoes from EF0 to EF5. Classifications are based mostly on the amount and type of damage caused. There is no way yet to directly measure the winds in every tornado. Wind speeds are estimates and are based on the severity of the damage. No matter how big or little the tornado is or how long it lasts on the ground, it's likely to cause damage. Okay, so the next several pages are just explaining what tornadoes are and how they are classified and what qualifies in what tornado. So I want you to think about, what could we call this section that explains the Fujita rating scale and explains each tornado and its rating. Okay, second grade, so if you said classifying tornadoes, or even the Fujita rating scale, or how tornadoes are classified, those are all acceptable answers. Okay, the next section we will be looking at is page 22 through 27. There are 2 regions in the United States that experience tornadoes frequently. One region is the middle section of the country where the most violent tornadoes occur. It is often referred to as Tornado Alley. In this area, most of the tornadoes occur during April, May, and June. The other state is the state of Florida, where the most tornadoes occur during January, February, and March. The United States has about 1,200 tornadoes a year, more than any other in the country. On May 3rd, 1999, 96 tornadoes ravaged parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota. If the EF scale had been in effect when the tornadoes occurred, some of the most destructive ones may have been classified as EF5. The damage to Oklahoma City alone was valued at more than $1 billion. On the afternoon of March 1925, a record-breaking tornado devastated parts of Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. It's called the Great Tri-State Tornado. An estimated 695 people died. It's believed that 606 people died in Illinois alone. The tornado was on the ground for 3 hours and 29 minutes and traveled 217 miles. If the EF scale had been in effect at this time, this tornado may have been classified as an EF5. Okay, second grade, so what could we call this section? So it tells us about this deadly tornado and about this deadly tornado, and this part tells us about where tornadoes mostly take place. So I want you to think about, what could we label this? What could the header for this section be? Okay, some options that you could have chose are the most devastating tornadoes, or where and how tornadoes occur, or the worst tornadoes. Okay, second grade, and the last section we're going to cover is this section, these last couple of pages. Meteorologists are scientists who study weather. Meteorologists are on constant watch to predict and warn people of dangerous storms that may produce tornadoes. They study computer data and radar screens. The National Weather Service reports to television and radio stations. If they see a possibility of tornadoes forming, this information is broadcasted every 15 minutes to give people some time to prepare. If your house has a basement, go to it at once. If you are in a house without a basement, go to an interior closet or bathroom far from the outside walls. Crouch down low and cover your head with your hands. Stay away from windows and outside walls. Try to cover yourself with a mattress or a heavy blanket for protection from falling debris. If you can, crouch under a set of stairs. If you are in a car, get out immediately. Try to find low ground. After the tornado, be careful of fallen electrical wires, broken glass, and unsafe structures. And try to have an adult help you. Okay, so I want you to think about, what could we call these 4 pages? What are these pages mostly about? What did the author want us to learn? Yes, so we could call this section how to stay safe in a tornado. Okay, second grade, so when you're done with this video, you can go to Class Kick, and there are just a couple of questions about our book for this week. For math today, you guys are going to be creating another pictograph. Your data is favorite activity: reading, playing outside, art, or TV. 10 people chose that reading was their favorite activity. 11 people chose that art was their favorite activity. 9 people chose playing outside was their favorite activity. And 2 people chose that watching TV was their favorite activity. So you're going to make a graph, and you're again going to write those true and false statements to quiz your family. Okay, second grade, once you're finished with that, all you have to do is finish your Class Kick, and then have a great weekend. Goodbye.